MMAViking.com here with Jonatan Westin. Straight off your recent victory here. How was it to actually plan on fighting in front of like your home crowd here in Stockholm to moving out to Jordan?
You know, it's always hard when you prepare for something and I have everything, I have a home crowd. I live about 5 minutes from the arena, from the stadium, and it's hard when they move it 6-hour flight. Actually 12 hours it take to Jordan, but I want this fight, and I have wait for a fight the whole year. Have 2 canceled fights this year, so I just keep going, training. Doesn't matter if it's in Sweden or in Jordan or in England. It doesn't matter. But of course, it would be nicer if you be home and you have your own food. About the restaurants, and in the country, it doesn't have to travel 12 hours. So. But it was nice to be in a warm country too. So, and I love the crowd in Jordan. It was the best crowd ever. He was a fucking rock star over there. So I love it.
Yeah, it looks like they showed up, and it was a short notice kind of event, but the fans came out. Let's talk about this fight against Jack Mason. It ended. It looks like you were going to end it early, maybe even lock on a guillotine. And the way the bout ended, could you actually talk about what happened during the finish?
We started out, he just ran in with a big right hand, like I did a side step and did a left hook and rock him. And then the left kick to the head, he's blocked it, but it was pretty hard. And then I go for the spinning back kick, because if you landed it and knock him out with a spinning back kick, I would get $2,000 bonus. So I go for it, but I missed it, and he ended up in the clinch. So I go for the guillotine, but I didn't have it clean. So I decided to let go and fast going to the cage, and I took my time to get to the feet. He was pretty rocked. His ground and pound was no hard, because he rested to recovery. Mm-hmm. But I'm standing up. I just wait for him to do a mistake, and he did the mistake and put his foot too close to my hand, so I go for the switch. Mm-hmm. And during the switch, I snapped his hamstring. So I don't want to finish a fight on an injury, but I didn't recognize it for after the fight. So I ended up in the top, going for the ground and pound. We ended up in the feet, knee him, and then the referee stopped the fight. And I didn't think about why they stopped the fight. For afterwards, I was like, why did they stop the fight? So I walked through him, and saw him standing on one leg and was hurt, and he say he snapped the hamstring. Okay. And a win is always a win, but I don't want to win on the injury.
Would you think that this would call for some sort of rematch, or are you kind of beyond this fight? And you were winning up to that point, and it looked like you were even close to a finish on your own.
Yeah, if Cage Wars want to have a refight, rematch, okay, we do it. But for me, I always win against the guy. So I want next challenge, next opponent. So and a higher ranked opponent. But it's up to Cage Warriors to decide who I'm gonna fight against.
And you're with Cage Warriors now. You signed a multi-fight deal to keep you actually busy.
Yeah, and it's wonderful because I have so hard to get fights, and now I'm gonna get 5 fights in 1.5 years, in 18 months, 5 fights. I'm gonna do 1 more fight this year, and then 3 fights next year, and it will be awesome.
Great. Well, everyone's been looking forward to seeing you keep busy and actually be in the cage and see you more often. So we look forward to seeing that 1 more fight this year and next year. Thanks.